talking about this with me is Olayinka Oyeku. She is from Mansard. Good evening and good to have you in the studio.
Good evening.
All right, Lagos. It is going to be an insightful conversation. Like I said, still month of February, so hey, let's get into this and unpack how even if we are a couple, intending couple, whatever it is we're thinking about, and finances are involved, what do we need to do? How do we need to put our best foot forward? But before we get into all that, right, I know that, like I said, February, love month and all that, right? Some couples try to have a balance and when it comes to their finances, but still want to maintain some sort of independence once they are in a relationship. How do they create that but have a joint financial goal? What do they do? How do they go about that?
First and first, open communication is very important for both guys in the relationship.
Okay.
You must ensure that there's transparency. Awesome. And for the fact that we're both attracted to each other,
right,
there's something unique about yourself that you really like. And open communication, like I said earlier, will drive the move that, okay, we're going to save towards this projects.
Okay.
Let's just assume that they're still in a relationship, want to get married.
Right.
Okay, this is what we want to do together. In respect of the fact that, okay, I'm going out now and I saw something I need to buy. I didn't have to reach out to him. I am financially independent on myself to take up that decision.
Okay. Oh, I like that. So I don't have to. I saw one very beautiful wig somewhere and I'm like, okay, I don't have to dip my hand into the joint account, more or less. Or maybe we have a project we're running together.
There must be a mutual agreement and discipline.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that what discipline that's usually very hard? You see those things that window shopping? Window shopping can actually lead to the actual shopping.
So if you have a financial goal ahead of you,
right,
you will be disciplined and know.
Okay.
There are some things that are not necessary. There are wants and there are needs. So do I need it? Can I move it forward?
Okay. I like that. Can I move those things forward as opposed to being a spendthrift? But talking about that, what are actually the benefits of even maintaining at least some level of financial independence in a relationship? Because now you're saying that needs and wants. I want a certain thing, but you're also telling me, is that a need? But I might just be needing it. Maybe not now, but later.
Exactly.
So, and I still want to make sure that our investments together aren't also affected. Mm-hmm. So how do I go about it? And I'm asking this because we've heard certain couples say, okay, it's important to have a joint account. Mm-hmm. But do I also need to have my own personal account so I can run things for myself? Do we need to have independent accounts off of the joint account, or is it still from that one I'm taking off of?
Okay. It's good to be practical.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Myself and my husband, we do have a joint account.
Okay.
I also have my own individual account that he also does. Do you get?
Right.
So if I want to take anything from that joint account, I must also have a discussion with him.
Okay.
So if I'm going home now and I have something to get, and I know that is a necessity in the house, I just go ahead to get it and have it an open communication with both of us. Okay, I got this, but I never touched our joint account. So it's very clear that everything that is defined. I have my own account.
Okay.
You have yours. We have the joint accounts. Mm-hmm. We have a mutual agreement, and communication is very, very key.
Right.
That you are carried along in anything I do.
Okay, I like the fact that you said it's an open communication. However, whilst it's important to have an open communication, at what point is it important to also, I'm not saying I'm willing to override that, but is there a possibility that one can override that as a couple, as an individual in that
joint
account?
Case of emergency.
Okay.
I'm unable to reach you, and what I want to use the phone for is maybe someone's life is at stake. I need to, of course,
access that.
Yes, and I can explain coupled with the fact that we have a mutual agreement. Oh, sorry, I couldn't reach you. It was something I needed to take action immediately, so I needed to do this. So this all I've done. There's accountability. We budgeted 5 million. I took out 2 million. We are left with 3 million, and we are good.
I like that. It's not that it's a strict kind of situation where you're thinking, but I said, oh, you said, no, you can't touch it. It is just meant for this, because that has also brought some issues at some point in time with certain relationships, because they've had a conversation. One person went overboard and decided, okay, that was something that I needed to do. Like you said, it has to be significant need that needs to be sorted out for that money to be touched. And that person went ahead and did that. But the other party wasn't seeing eye to eye on that. Was just like, oh, that was reckless spending. That didn't all go well. But hey, that's not where we are at. But how can couples even support themselves whilst they're at this juncture? Okay, we're trying to build something together. How do we go about it?
Like I said, open communication.
Good.
Okay, both of us want to go for a master's degree. What do we have on the table? Okay, can we accommodate both of us? Can we have an agreement? Okay, age factor still favors you. Why not go first?
Right.
So we have that understanding now. Next one, we'll save towards it again, and you go next. We have another exam to write, or we have a house we want to build. So it is well defined, and I don't do things at your back. Oh, how come you didn't tell me? Then to bring a glitch between both of you. So it's very important. We sit down, we align our goals. What do we have? What are our expenses? Are we overshooting it? What are the things we can take out so that I can accommodate payment for our children's school fees, payment to our parents' upkeep, payment for the advert business school I want to go to in the next 2 years. So it's well defined.
So trust is important in
key.
that space.
Yes.
But what if? And I like creating scenarios. Forgive me, because hey, like you said, let's be practical.
Sure.
So in an instance where I see something very that is beneficial for the family, right? And I've made a down payment on it. I've paid for it, not just the down. I've made payments, complete payments, and I still, want to get that money back from. Yes,
you get the money back from your from your husband or from the guy in the relationship.
Well, if it could be the husband, it could be the man in the relationship, but I've already made the payments, but I'm trying to get that money back. Am I supposed to be open and tell him, oh, okay, I've made the payments, and maybe the person I'm with is like, and you made the payments, it's good, it's for our good, but I want my money back. How do I go about that without burning bridges and making him feel uncomfortable or her? It depends on who is on this trajectory, because sometimes some men can actually dip their hands and say, okay, it's for us now, but not willing to tell. Because I've heard scenarios where some individuals will, and I'm not trying to do gender wars, but you hear some individuals will buy a property in their name and will, after everything is done, they wouldn't let the other spouse know about it and still make you go through hoops thinking that, okay, it still needs down payment, still needs some money and funds to keep that project going.
Thank you. I'll say we have different case scenario.
Okay.
Before we even embark in the relationship, there must have been some red flags.
Yes. Okay.
You will know if this guy is sincere.
Right.
And for me, if I see something that is important for both of us and I go for it, first of all, we've established the fact that my money is your money. Your money is my money. It is our money. But some people have the principle that, his money is our money. My money is my money. For me, that principle doesn't work for me.
Okay.
Like I said, transparency and, these Bible verse that says, and both of them were naked and were not ashamed. And this thing is going to benefit both of us. It's going to benefit the family, our children. So I went for it. If I don't go for it now, maybe in a few years' time, it's going to be more expensive. So look at the end in mind and not just be selfish alone that, you have to give me the money. After all, if that does not mean that if I ask you that, could you give me, you will still give me.
Okay. But do we need to set boundaries at some point in time when it comes to our finances?
Yes.
How
strict
so?
Boundaries in the sense that some will be like, let's go and borrow. No, we wouldn't do that. We'll make do with what we have.
But some say that once you're able to borrow, it can actually boost whatever project. Maybe for housing now, if you borrow right, and I'm using Lagos, don't come for me, but some people say if you borrow from the right source, you're able to pay without having to break bank at the same time. So is that something one can actually look into?
Yes, for real estate, maybe buying a property. Yes, you can borrow, because if you can borrow now and say that, if I sell this property in the next 2 years, I'm going to get times 3. So that's a good investment.
Okay.
Because you have projected that, probably forecasted that in the next 3 years, this building we are buying now is going to, the net worth is going to be times 3 of it. You're able to get that information. But for something, maybe you want to buy a car, you guys already have a car. And like, I just love that Mansard. I'm not okay with the mattress that we have. And like, okay, no, it's not necessary. Do you understand? Because you already have one. Exactly, that is functional. So
I like that. Okay, so what would be your advice to couples to ensure that both parties always feel financially secure and independent?
Thank you. Open communication.
We're back to that.
Trust. Okay. Be free to discuss whatever the issue is with each other. Don't feel that if I tell her this,
she'll go overboard.
No, it's better I spill it out. Let's talk about it. Let's disagree to agree.
Okay.
2 wrongs don't make it right.
True.
So, and most important thing, trust God.
I like that. 2 wrongs don't make it right. So don't say tit for tat. No, that's not the best way to go. Be open-minded and have. I like what you said. Communication. Talk to your partner so you know what things you are doing. And that indeed has been very insightful. And I'm hoping that Lagos has learned a thing or two and is going to work on that. So thank you so much, Olayinka, for coming through and sharing all this insights. However, to learn more about the Mansard investment plans, what you can do is reach out to them on their website, www.axamansard.com, or call toll-free 0700 AXA Mansard. Social media platforms are always available as well for you to reach out to them. That is on Facebook, X, or Twitter, and on LinkedIn at AXA Mansard. However, on Instagram, yes, for the Insta people, it is at AXA Mansard _. So, Lagos, I'm sure you're looking forward to making the right investments and doing things right. More so, there's more lineup for you here on Smooth 98.1. Don't go nowhere.
AXA Mansard Safe Cruise. Brought to you by AXA Mansard Insurance PLC. AXA, know you can.